How's it going?
Hi, hi. I'm fine, thank you. My name is Fabrício. I write for a Disney News website here in Brazil called Almanac Disney, and I'm so happy to be talking to you guys because I loved the first season, and I was wondering, oh my God, if the show comes back for a second season, I have to talk to the guys. I hope they invite me to the interview, and I'm so
Oh,
happy to
Fabrizio,
be
man,
here
thank you.
it's our pleasure to have you, Fabrizio.
because I remember I watched like the 10 episodes of season one like in
Yeah.
the same day. It's perfect, and
Wow.
I love the second season. Can't wait to talk about it. But
Thank you.
first, I would like to start by asking you guys, how was it to for you like the show being back for season two and the opportunity to tell more stories with Mir and Raj?
I mean, it's unreal, right?
Yeah.
Like we're so lucky that
Hmm.
that people liked it enough to want to see more,
Yeah.
right? And like we just have so much fun with these characters. Um this is a dream job, you know? And I hope that we get to do it for so many more years. It's been so great, so fun playing Raj. And I hope you have fun playing Mir.
We'll see.
I mean, it's the best time. It's the best time. I could do this for the next 10 years.
Yeah. What a privilege to be on a show like this, which is very unique. And to have the opportunity to continue doing it. I mean, it's a dream. Yeah.
In the first season, Raj and Mir are like trying to figure out what to do. They are entering this world of crime. They don't know a lot of things. But in this season, okay, they have more knowledge about the business,
Yeah.
and but they have other challenges. What you guys can anticipate to the audience about the plot of season two?
I think for Mir specifically, his goal, in that at the end of season one, he has fully divorced himself from the idea of ever having a normal life because he feels like the only way out is through. And so he needs to make sure that this business is successful. And so his only goal is making sure everything that Baba wanted to do before he passed gets done because he feels like that's the only way we can survive. And I think he thinks ignorantly that a lot of his brother's ideas are simply holding him back. And he feels like, oh, his brother just wants to live in the past. While Mira's like, no, we need to move in the future and we gotta do a golf course. We gotta get the business. We gotta clean the money and all that other stuff of, your personal life and all of that. We put that to the side and just focus on the business.
And I think Raj like also wants to get there. He
Mm.
understands that this is their new normal. But there is a bug in stuck with Raj, and that bug, it's like a virus that's like, you gotta kill Ahmed, you gotta kill Ahmed, you gotta kill Ahmed.
Mhm.
You can't live this new normal life until Ahmed is dead, and not only out of revenge for Baba's death,
Right.
but also to prevent a future threat,
Right.
you know? And so once Raj is able to achieve that mission that he has, that personal mission that he has, then we can continue running the business and do it like threat free
Yeah.
and consciously, you know?
And what I think the show does great is this brother relationship because brothers are brothers no matter the scenario. And I see a lot of myself and my brother in the characters. We are not running a crime empire, but
Not
there's
yet.
this.
Don't kidding
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, you never know the future. But I think Raj and Mir know they can count on each other, even though they are really different persons. So how is it like to build this relationship to make these characters make them care for each other?
Yeah, I mean, we both have brothers.
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of, real whatever like inspiration there as far as arguments and tension that I've had with my brothers. Never to
100%.
this extent, but yeah, like, you have tension with your siblings and that's just a part of, growing up and having siblings. That's the joy of having siblings.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like everybody has their own life responsibilities. But when push comes to shove, if you really need them there, they'll show up.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure.
And that's like I think what's great about the show is it's like our characters have our own separate, goals and missions that we're trying to do. And the only time it really works out is when we figure out how to put our differences aside and work together. And I think that's sort of like the engine of the show is like we all have our problems, but when we link up, that's when things actually get done.
Okay, so I have time for one more question, and I would really ask to ask you about working with Poorna and Fred because and Lucky, it's phenomenal,
Oh yeah.
and Max plays a huge role in this season as well. How was to build this dynamics between them and work with them?
I mean, they're terrible people. We hate them with every
Yeah.
fiber of our being. We dislike working with them. They're awful. No, they're
They're
the
they're like the actual best.
yeah.
Like both of them separately, the best human beings.
Yeah.
They're so fun to work with. Borna is just like working with her is being a part of a master class.
Yes. Yeah.
And like we learned so much from her. And then working with Fred, he added like this lightness to the set
Yeah.
that we needed in our lives,
We
you
need it in
know?
our lives.
And yeah, he's such a delight to work with.
Such
He's
a
so funny.
so funny.
He could turn anything into the funniest thing you've heard that day.
They're such
I
incredible
could
talent,
tell.
and we're just happy to work with them. So I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the time. I hope you get even more seasons of Deli Boys. I love the show.
Thank you
so
so
Hope
much.
so.
Really appreciate it.
Fly us out to
Bye-bye.
Brazil.
Fly us out to Brazil.
Oh, yeah, please come to Brazil.
Yeah.
My name is Fabrício. I write for a Disney news website here in Brazil called Almanac Disney. So I'm so happy to be talking to you because
Hey, Fabrizio. Good to
Lucky is
meet
my
you.
favorite character in the series, and I
Yay!
was so excited to be talking to you.
And I know you just spoke to the boys, right? I saw your
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
That's so nice. The boys, they said at first that they didn't like you, but they were joking, of course.
They're so stupid.
I want to start by asking you, how was it for you to see that the show was coming back for a second season and that you were going to have more time to spend with Lucky?
I mean, it's the best feeling. And we waited for a really long time to get that season 2 renewal. We actually did not know if we were going to get it or not. We were so grateful to get it because there is no set like the set of Deli Boys. It is the funniest, closest, most irreverent set you will ever be on. No boundaries, no nothing. And all of us are very, very close. You know, the cast, crew, producers, directors, we're all very close. So it is a true delight and a true family. And I was dying to come back to set more than
And
any.
you kind of can see that when you're watching the show because
Yeah,
I told the
I think
boys that I watched the first season in like the same day, the 10 episodes, and I was hoping that we could get a second season so I could talk to you guys, and I'm very
Yeah.
glad we did. And the second season, the stakes are higher, and your character plays a very central part to the story with Fred's character, which is Max Sugar. What can you tell fans with no spoilers of what we can expect from Aunt Lucky this season?
You know, you'll expect a lot of sex between Max Sugar and like inappropriate, different, weird timing, just inappropriate sex all the time. Besides that, you will really like it's a dynamic that you've just never seen on television. It's two gangsters who fall in love, in the most toxic way and just relate to each other in like very weird gangster ways. And do things like you never see. It's very two unstereotypical and unencumbered versions of gangsters and two funniest versions of gangsters you'll ever see on TV. And Fred Armisen, you know, couldn't be nicer, but really, his presence really validated us on the show, and we're so lucky to have had a comedy legend like Fred Armisen. And he just like, you know, he could have. There's so many stereotypes or prototypes of gangsters out there he could have pulled in. He just wanted to play it just like himself. He's like weird and wonderful, and that's how he wanted to play this gangster. And so it was an absolute delight. But you know, Lucky has to learn how to love, and she really has never probably been in love before, and she doesn't trust anyone. She has to learn how to love and trust this man, which is, you know, in her own way.
It's funny because the boys' relationship it's obviously really huge for the show, but Lucky's relationship with Dan tells a lot about how they are growing to be those criminal bosses that they don't know how to be, and Lucky has to kind of take care of them, but she not is not always patient. Tell me more about this relationship where she, okay, I have to take care of those stupid boys, but we also have to get the job done because our life depends on it.
Well, she is, the storyline is Lucky, if she wasn't a woman, would be the head boss, right? But she is a woman and it's a very male-dominated world, and she needs these two like figureheads, these bobbleheads to, put in front so that everyone will be, okay with her being behind the scenes and taking over the business. But the dynamic we have is very similar to the dynamic we have in life, I often feel like the only adult when I'm with these two, they are hilarious and we love each other and we trust each other implicitly, no questions asked. And so that dynamic, and we outside of work hang out together all the time. So, you really see, I think what the audience probably picks up on is the dynamic of how much fun we have together, the amount of improv we do, the amount of physical comedy that is making all we want to do is make each other laugh. So, and I think you can pick that up from watching the show.
Poorna, so much for taking the
Thank
time
you.
to talk to me. Brazil loves you. I hope you know that.
Thank you.
And
Love
thank you.
Brazil. Muita saudade do Brasil.